The situation in Ukraine remains tense. High-ranking officials have already said they see no sign of de-escalation yet. NATO Secretary General said NATO continues to provide strong political and practical support to both Georgia and Ukraine. Russia has yet again demonstrated its disregard for the principles underpinning European security and its ability and willingness to threaten the use of force in pursuit of its objectives, Jens Stoltenberg added. And the head of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, in turn noted that even despite Russian statements about the withdrawal of troops, the EU sees no sign of de-escalation on the ground. In turn, Russian Foreign Minister said that the United States exercises external control over Ukraine. Sergei Lavrov also added that NATO is taking an arrogant and provocative stance, pursuing an open-door policy that encourages neutral countries to join the alliance. The meetings of the Bureau and committees of the Euronest Parliamentary Assembly will be held in Yerevan on February the 21st and 22nd. The visit of the members of the European Parliament as well as the parliaments of Azerbaijan, Ukraine and Georgia to Yerevan is planned. The committee meetings will be streamed online. The OSCE Minsk Group remains the only internationally recognized format for resolving the Karabakh conflict, European Parliament's Foreign Affairs and Security Policy Report 2021 said. The report stresses the need for greater involvement of the EU and member states in the South Caucasus to ensure stability and prosperity of the region, as well as to counteract the influence and interference of regional powers. The report calls on the EU, its member states, and the Vice President for Human Rights to actively engage in seeking a lasting settlement between Armenia and Azerbaijan over Nagorno-Karabakh. Residents of the Mardagat region of Artsakh have blocked a convoy of Azerbaijani military equipment heading to the Karvajar-Kelbajar region. The mediation of the Russian peacekeepers did not yield any results. A part of this Azerbaijani military equipment had to return to the starting point. The people of Artsakh expressed their protest in this way in connection with the recent ceasefire violations by the Azerbaijanis, leaving a soldier injured. The villagers demanded not to shoot at the Armenian positions and not to target the civilian population. They also demand that the Azerbaijanis do not interfere with their agricultural work. In recent days, the Azerbaijanis fired not only at the line of contact, insulting the Armenian soldier, but also at the civilian population. A few days ago, they opened fire at the Armenian villagers working on the land near the line of contact in the Mardagat region. The tractor tire on the land was damaged by the shots. After that, the next day, the Azerbaijani soldiers did not allow the villagers to enter the area, threatening with weapons. Russian peacekeepers were present during all the incidents. Today, the Russian peacekeepers were also accompanying the Azerbaijani convoy when the Armenian villagers closed the road. Armenian ex-president Robert Kocharyan gave an almost 3-hour press conference inviting the country's all media outlets. He answered all the questions referring to the Armenian border security, internal political situation and Nagorno-Karabakh issues. First, speaking about relations with Turkey, he noted that the risk of reopening the Armenia-Turkey border is big, and a certain shock will be expected in the Armenian market in the next 3 to 5 years for a whole range of goods, products and sectors. Kocharyan noted that the border with Turkey can be reopened, but the Armenian farmers must be protected. Ex-president also spoke about signing a peace treaty with Azerbaijan and said that the Armenian side is not ready to sign an agreement with Azerbaijan. He urged the authorities to delay the process. "I cannot imagine such an agreement between the two countries without mutual recognition of territorial integrity," the second president noted. Referring to the CSTO work, he said that it is necessary to stay in the CSTO, but thinking that the CSTO could have responded in any way to that attack on us would be naive. Speaking about the Russian-Ukraine conflict and its impact on Armenia, the ex-president explained that tensions between Russia and the West will continue even after the escalation and in this situation. Armenia faces issues over the possibilities of conducting a complementary policy. Later, asked why the world community turns a blind eye to the situation in Armenia, while Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan enjoys their support, Kocharyan claimed that European structures and the US used double standards tools. Maybe they are trying to somehow distance Armenia from Russia, he said. Being an Armenia opposition party leader, Kocharyan also touched upon internal political issues. He did not rule out the possibility of opposition to give up mandates. When asked if everyone in the team would resign, Kocharyan answered positively. However, the ex-president also noted that even despite current contradictions, the opposition are ready to come to an agreement. Polish Foreign Minister and OSCE Chairman in Office Raul Zbigniew met with the co-chairs of the OSCE Minsk Group. During a meeting in Warsaw, FM Raul Zbigniew appreciated their continued efforts to assist Armenia and Azerbaijan in achieving stability and prosperity in the region. The foreign minister repeated his support for the Minsk Group and the personal representative. The situation in Armenia remains tense. The daily cases and deaths are increasing. The total number of COVID-19 cases has reached 411,878 in the country. The death toll has reached 8,253. Meanwhile, it will be possible to get the Pfizer vaccine as of February 21st in Armenia. The vaccine will be distributed throughout Armenia on Thursday and Friday. The Beijing Winter Olympics 2022 are in full swing, and here are the latest updates. Norway continues to lead the way with 12 gold medals, leaving behind Russia and the United States. Russian teen Kamila Valieva, who is at the center of a doping scandal, is expected to take to the ice today for her free skate program around 8:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Canada survived a late onslaught to clinch women's ice hockey gold with a 3-2 victory over old rival the USA team. And Swiss skier Michelle Gissin won women's alpine combined at Team USA's Michaela Schifrin tumbled out of an event for a third time, saying she feels like a joke. The UK will double the size of British forces in Estonia as part of a NATO deployment and send weapons to the country, including tanks and armored fighting vehicles, in response to fears of a Russian invasion of Ukraine. UK Defense Secretary Ben Wallace noted that NATO has made it clear that an invasion of Ukraine would have serious consequences. Queen Elizabeth II complained Wednesday about mobility issues, the AFP reported. She carried out her first in-person official engagement since fears that she could have contracted COVID-19 last week. The 95-year-old monarch received 2 senior Royal Navy officers at her Windsor Castle residence and said, "As you can see, I cannot move," as she stood while holding a walking stick. Buckingham Palace declined to comment yet. This situation came amid another scandal concerning Prince Andrew. Disgraced British royal was urged Wednesday to disappear from public life after settling a sexual assault lawsuit at vast cost. The revelation came a day after Charles's younger brother Andrew settled a lawsuit brought by U.S. accuser Virginia Giuffre, sparing him the public humiliation of a trial. Giuffre, 28, has said she had sex with Andrew when she was 17 and a minor under U.S. law. The prince, 61, has not been criminally charged and has denied all the allegations.